That said, so despite the fact that I'm teasing you about not thinking Jim Carrey is an actor, I don't get the Nicolas Cage hype. I don't get the Nicolas Cage hype. I don't get it. I missed the boat on that one, and I think I've missed it forever. I think that ship has just sailed for me, probably. It's gone. We're feeding both. This could be interesting. Next I need copper, and we're not going to have enough. There's just no way. Good news is it's already out right here. We may have enough. We could maybe have enough here. God, this is going to be a mess. Nick Cage has such a punchable face. I'm so sorry. Carly took it a step further and is wishing violence upon Nick Cage. I just want to clarify that that is not my take. For legal reasons, that's not how I feel. But I am happy to have some company in my Nick Cage confusion. Very happy. I call him Nick Cage, and my mom doesn't like that for some reason. Is your mom like, his name is Nicolas Cage? Carly says John Travolta also has a punishable face. That's how I feel. Okay. Not that we would ever wish violence upon any celebrities, but what male celebrity has the most punchable face? Because I think it's a two-way, three-way race to the top between Kevin Spacey, John Travolta, fucking Mission Impossible dude. What's his name? Matt Ryan? Pulp Fiction, question mark, exclamation mark. I think John Travolta's punchable face makes Pulp Fiction better. Tom Cruise, thank you. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is also in my favorite movie of all time, and he is the most punchable character in that movie. Sometimes you need a punchable face. It's a key. It's a key part of the thing. 100%. 100%. Sometimes they have to be punchable to make the role work. Are you working? You are working. 12.5 per minute is really not a lot. But it will. But we do have, what, 7 machines doing it? So 7 times 12.5? That ain't going to hurt. There's 0% chance we keep this thing fed with copper. We may need to add more copper to the bus. That's all right. We've been kind of expecting that for a while. No, I did not want to draw that as a curve. I didn't want to draw that as a curve either. What's your favorite movie of all time? Oh, that's why it's in the wrong spot. Magnolia. John C. Reilly is in it and delivers the performance of a lifetime. Tom Cruise is in it. Philip Seymour Hoffman is in it. Rest in peace. That guy who plays in Wild Hogs. Tell me you've seen Wild Hogs. No, not John Travolta. Not Tim Allen. Not Martin Lawrence. What's his fucking name? I can't even find him. William H. Macy. Wild Hogs was surprisingly good, but I can't stand anyone in it. Except William H. Macy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. He's the only person I know who has referenced Wild Hogs on multiple occasions. For some reason, my stepdad loved that movie, which I find really funny. But, so we watched it, like, if he got the chance to choose the movie we were watching, it was that. And every time we were all absolutely... How do British people say that word? Whinging? We were complaining. Whinging? Is that what it's called? Or do they pronounce it like, I think it's whinging. I think that's right. What an excellent word, by the way. Whinging? It's funny to pronounce, but it's a good word. There is no copper. Yikes. Tim Allen has a punchable face. How dare you say that? I think maybe, yeah. I could see it. Ooh, I could see it. That ain't enough. Copper. Okay, so hold up. We do have the ability to get Mach 6 stuff, right? Yup. It's going to take a whole lot to make it happen, but we can do it. Fuck. Technically, I think we can do it right now. Let's do that one next. Fuck it. Let's see if we can get it right now. Every aspect of Tim Allen makes me want to punch him. He's so annoying. Damn, everybody's going hard on Tim Allen. I guess I didn't realize that. It has been, I don't know, 15 years since I've seen anything with Tim Allen in it. And you know what? I didn't like the Santa Claus movies. So, I guess that's on the list of reasons Tim Allen is a little bit punchable. Tim Allen's also a terrible person? Okay, I didn't know that either. Good to know. I think Megan likes the Santa Claus movies. Is that what it's called? Santa Claus? Bad Santa. Santa Claus? Bad Santa. Which one is he in? 200. Both? He's in the Santa Claus. I watched so much Home Improvement growing up. Same. This is Trigons. And luckily our factory is not moving, so all of this should be pretty much backed up. 50, and then we need 5,000 aluminum, whatchamacallit? Not all clad, not casing, but all clad. Where is it? There's no way it's this far down, right? It is. Holy shit, this was forever ago. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is just put a splitter to a big old industrial storage thing. So 5,000. It's 200 per. So 200 times 8 is 1,600, 3,200, 48. So we need basically 3 rows plus a little bit. Plus, I think just 1 square, but we'll do 2. Bye, Iculos. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the fun convo. Okay. So that's that, and then is that right? 16, 32, 48, 5,000. Okay. So then we just need iron. Wow, he missed it. So focused on his so-called factory. What did I miss? What did I miss? Carly, what? Not me Googling Bernard the Elf at 33-year-old. Hold up. If you're going to Google, I'm going to Google and show the whole class. I did accidentally do it in all caps because of caps locks. This one? Why does he look like emo Frodo? Ooh. Emo Frodo is wild. We just need iron. There's got to be iron on one of these. Just iron plate. I don't know. We'll just take it off over here, probably. It's probably the easiest place to do it. Emo Frodo is my type. Yeah, we know. You watched all those shitty bands in 2010. Or whatever. Oh, shit. What's okay, I mean, it's gonna sound like I'm just being a dick, but Carly, I think, would say that too. So this is gonna be close to 10,000, but not quite there. I've seen your music taste. We can all learn and grow, you know? I used to be attracted to Matt Healy. Now, that idea makes me a little sick inside. No, don't get rid of that. We should all grow. Absolutely. You used to be into all those 2005. I don't know what the year was. And I don't even remember the name of the bands that you are definitely ashamed of. But I know you're ashamed of them. And that's what matters. Okay. That one's going to take forever to fill up. Holy yikes. And we just don't have enough copper, right? This line is mostly full. But we're going to need more copper. And we don't want to do something where we just bring in extra copper from here into here, right? Probably not. Oh, chat, look away. This is the nastiest, ugliest This is the nastiest spaghetti I've ever done. And I'm absolutely doing it. Look, avert your eyes. Avert your fucking eyes. Don't look at me right now. I'm ashamed. This is the left output overflow. Shit. That needs to be a smart merger. That needs to be a priority merger because it must prioritize center input, then medium, so that it will only take when it needs it, which it will occasionally need it. We have to feed this first. It's not ugly because the game included priority mergers, so it's not ugly. Unsubscribe at this mess. It's not as ugly. It's a kind of beautiful. It's not a beautiful solution. It's a good solution. It's done in an ugly fashion, but not the most egregious thing you've ever done. Cute is what we aim for. That's right. That's the name of the band. Sometimes it's unfortunate that spaghetti has meaning in Satisfactory and is also a euphemism on this channel as well. Sorry, Evo, what is the word you typed? What's a euphemism? What's the euphemism? The euphemism is that making spaghetti is another way to talk about sex. But what's a euphemism? We're going to need more copper. This copper ain't enough. We have, but let's quickly flip-flop and go check the plastic unloading again. I've never heard of making spaghetti as a euphemism. It's because it's only on this channel. 5 years ago, honestly, over 5 years ago at this point. I'm just teasing you, Eva. No worries. Ryan's sassier than usual today. I'm sorry. I'm using my free will in a terrible way. We had a conversation about sex, but we couldn't talk about it as sex, obviously. So we we instead said, let's say you're making spaghetti, and that has somehow persisted over the years. What's that mean for mom spaghetti? You never walked in on your parents having sex? Anything is a euphemism if you wiggle your eyebrows while you say it. Lumella, what's a euphemism? I'm only familiar with euphemisms. I'm teasing. I'm sorry. I'm harping on people because they're misspelling euphemism is a crazy thing to do. Chad, have you ever walked in on your parents having sex? Sorry, if we're doing uncomfortable combos today. Did I really get rid of 7 fucking... Oh, no. I did get rid of 7 of those. Shit. No, thank God. Can we talk about anal glands instead? I never walked in anywhere, Ryan. Thanks for asking. I never walked in on my parents having sex, but I did run in on them once. Sorry, now I'm just thinking of different variations of... No, I didn't walk in on them, but I did... Yikes. I never walked in on my parents having sex. I thankfully was never aware of my parents in any shape or fashion being sexual beings. Thank fucking God for the repression of how I grew up in some ways. Thunder Girl Twitch, thanks so much for the follow. No, but I did try to walk into my parents' room. The door was locked. When I called out, they gave me a panicked, we're taking a bath together. Go away. So you didn't, but you did, basically. You basically did. What the hell did I click into here? Listen, it's a no-pressure conversation. Did you or did you not ever walk... I'm teasing. So what am I doing? I need to go down to like floor 7. The amount of people in chat saying things like Maddie just said, I'm pretty sure my parents borderline hated each other by the time I was born, so I don't think there was ever a chance of it happening. Imagine though? I'm just kidding. Don't imagine. I was gonna make... I can't. My brain sucks today. My brain is making all the jokes I shouldn't make today. I was... I was gonna say something along the lines of, and I will say it and then I will move on. You're familiar with the term... I don't know what the term is, but the idea of like... When people are like... Evo says spit it out at this point. The idea of like, the idea that like when you are in an argument in a relationship, that might make for a more interesting or like passionate sex. So like normally you make spaghetti on just like a calm evening, right? But like some people apparently, there's this idea that in fact, some of the best spaghetti you can ever make is when you sort of are pissed at each other. You sort of hate each other. Chaos spaghetti. Spicy sauce. Hate spaghetti, yeah. I feel like I should say no comment here. Have you ever made a hate spaghetti before, chat? I have not, and I want to be real clear about that. Have you ever made a hate spaghetti before? Maybe? Maddie, I have a million questions. I'm going to ask 0 of them. Angry spaghetti hits different. No, and I do not find this idea appealing. Well, I don't think everyone does, but I think some people do. No, I plan on keeping it that way. I think that's totally fair. All right, while this is working, we should probably go check on our plastic train. and go see what the fuck is going on over there. We may need to just put 2 different belts in. You know what? Front seat question. Not about hate sex. Front seat question about something else. Front seat question about Satisfactory. If you are a Satisfactory player and you've been watching my stream the last 2 days, do you know what my issue is with plastic? Yes or no? My plastic train, yes or no? Thanks for clarifying. I got you, Evo. Yes. Okay. Is my problem on the unloading or loading side of my factory? You can of my train station. You can also say hazy. Yes, Shammy told me what it is. Loading, unloading, or hazy? Hazy. Fuck. Is it related to a Mark IV belt? Front seat question. Yes or no? There's a 1.1 solution. Interesting. Where is my Mark IV belt? Front seat question. There's definitely a Mark IV belt somewhere in the fucking ether, and I don't know where it is. Ah. At the production end. Okay, perfect. Let's get on this train. Get out of here. Actually, really quickly, let's check how much is in it. It's the same fucking amount, so that makes a lot of sense. Thank you, Shammy. Thanks for paying attention to this and knowing the answer. I appreciate you. Because and I love this, half of the Satisfactory watchers in chat right now are saying, I don't know what your issue is because I'm mostly working and not paying enough attention. Or, I haven't watched, I've just listened to this insane conversation. Thank God that you know where the answer is. I must have not converted something, but I don't know what I didn't convert. There's something 1.1 that I'm so waiting for you to discover. I hopefully will discover it right here, Shammy, and if not, maybe I could get a hint towards it. Because I think the hint that we did the other day really, like, I think that was a really satisfying experience. I think that was a really satisfying way to sort of cover an issue and delete. I had fun discovering it. I think you guys had fun setting it up. Whenever you go to space or whatever at the end of this game, Shammy needs VIP to celebrate for the day. Absolutely. Also, I just took away Shammy's VIP for the day that lasted for like a month. I just took it away this morning because I reset all the VIPs this morning. Okay. We got an hour left in stream for me to figure this shit out. And I spent 2 hours yesterday trying to figure it out. I wonder if there's a upgrade. My guess for what the 1.1 thing would be is that there's like an upgrade function in some way, shape, or form. There's an upgrade function in Factorio. There is, I believe, an upgrade function in Dyson Sphere Program, but I might be wrong, where you can basically take something from Mark 1 to Mark 2 by just selecting a bunch of stuff. That is a rhetorical question, absolutely. I can't wait to find out what this answer is, though. But we'll get there, we'll get there. Anyways, back to hate sex. So, just kidding. I think the spectrum of responses to hate sex is people who are so absolutely uninterested. Thank you, Carly. Incredible, incredible, incredible. I think there's like a spectrum of like, I'm so uninterested in that, I cannot even express to you how uninterested I am. I will say, this is interesting. This is currently backed up. So it does back up when you dock, which I think is crazy. I did not realize that. This actually right here means that we will never successfully... That right there that I just saw means that we will never successfully get one full belt out. Because there will be a moment where it is backed up not transferring, which sucks. This is a conveyor lift, Mark 5. What's that belt, though? Fuck. I can't see it. I swear I changed this. Okay, so am I warm or am I pretty cold here, Shammy, on where I need to look? Mark 5, Mark 5. Never mind, I think I found it. Was that it? Froncy question, how did I miss that? Okay, chat, we're focused. We're focused. I swear I did the whole thing. Okay. Between hate sex and hamster porn, Carly's becoming queen of the not safe for work quotes this year. Thundergirl says I have a long way to go. Did you say you're on phase 2 right now in this game? You've got a long way to go, but the game is great. Keep progressing. Keep progressing. Shammy, do you have any okay, front seat question. Did I just fix my issue? Yes or no? When I replaced that thing, did I fix my issue? In terms of... No. Okay, great. I was kind of getting that vibe. Is there another belt or lift that needs converting? Yay or nay? Froncy question. Mark 5. Mark 5. Hazy. I'm trying to figure out how I narrow down what the issue could be. You know? One way... So one thing we could check is when this train gets here, if there is going to be more than 850 in the train, then that means that we at least succeeded on getting some more into the train than normal, because 850 was about what we were stuck at. That said, I don't know. It sounds like I haven't solved the issue, and I don't know where to look to see. I think we've succeeded already in putting more into the train. Plastic 1 is still on the way. But either way, I have determined that this will not be enough. This will not be enough. And frankly, it won't be enough even if we... So what I may need to do here is actually run 3 or 2 lifts. All the way down. Because... Okay, let me talk through this. How would you define your issue? My goal... Yeah, let's talk through this from the start. My goal with my train system is to per individual train, like this plastic train right here, is to per train deliver enough material to guarantee that my factory, my vertical bus, gets one full belt of material. My original theoretical answer to that problem was, look right now, these belts are not moving. This is the problem. My original theoretical answer to that was one full belt going in at all times means that no matter how long the train trip takes, as long as it is not taking longer than it would take to fill up one cargo thing, then basically it's one belt in, one belt out. However, there is a small delay when you are docking. That means that one belt is not coming in. Even if we supplied this belt Mark V constantly 100% with plastic, there is a moment where it stops and backs up because of the docking, which means that we have to deliver more than one belt worth into the train and out of the train in order to get one belt out on the other end. Or at least one more belt in. I don't know if we need to do more than one belt out because I don't know if there's a delay. There probably is. Probably. I'm sure there is. So, my first solution to that idea would be to do a second one. It's going to be a little weird because we have 3 things and we have only, so we can't split, we can split one full belt into 3 equal parts really easily. We cannot split 2 belt. I don't know how to split 2 belts into 3 parts super easily. But I think it would probably be fine as long as we just kind of overdid it. But I'm concerned that there is another issue that I have not caught. That means that even this belt isn't delivering 720 or 780 items per minute. Shammy, do you have any hints towards this 1.1 feature? Ask the question. Is this delivering 780 items per minute? Yes or no? Front seat question. Ignoring the pause where it's... It is. Okay. So what is the... do you have any hints towards the 1.1 feature that I am not aware of? Is it a way to tell how much a belt is averaging or something? Because that would be amazing. Tickets? Okay, my official guess, before we get there, my official guess is that there is an item in the game. Is it circuits? Shit, wrong button. Is it circuits? That's a rhetorical question. Is there a new item that allows me to... Yeah! Let's go. Let's go. Oh, baby. It's Satisfactorio is what it fucking is. This is 100% a solution that I'm aware of from Factorio. Attaches to conveyor belts, monitors the number of parts traveling through it, displays the average throughput per minute, requires a full minute of data before complete accuracy is achieved. We're going to be buying that. 100%. Is there anything else new in here? Conveyor wall hole.
Humans have long practiced delegating work that strains and tires them to machines. It is their best achievement. Simple counting and short-term memory are often among such challenges, which the conveyor throughput monitor is specialized in. Simply add it to any belt, and it will tell you its throughput after only 1 minute.
Whoa, we have new patterns too. Okay, we should have looked at all of this a long time ago. So we have new patterns. Maybe some of this was already here. Okay, those all might have been there before. I'm not sure. We have some other new items. We have architecture personal elevator. For a vertical bus? There's been a lot of weeks you've never even checked the shop. So many Tamas. I should have checked the shop. A personal elevator for the fucking bus? A vertical bus? 100% we will be adding that into the thing. I wonder if it'll connect via blueprints. Structural cable beams. That's cool. A ventilation bundle. Oh my god. Okay, we're just gonna double check there's nothing else I want to buy. I like the number patterns. I wish I had more number options, but I don't really see that that's an issue or an option. Basic shelf unit I think is cool. We'll buy it even though I don't know if I'll use it. I'd still love the golden nut. I mean, to have a golden nut. Parts, consumables. Okay. Damn. Okay.
Due to Pioneer request and several reported issues with staircases, there is now a more efficient solution. The FICSIT personnel elevator ensures optimal safety by putting a Pioneer in a box controlled by a rudimentary AI, specialized in soothing a straining mind. Exposure to a FICSIT personnel elevator is recommended to be a minimum of 2 minutes per day for optimal gain.
So, I think the way that we want to do this is probably just... So, the way that we want to use our... Is it logistics? Where is it? Conveyor throughput monitor. I highly doubt it will go on a lift. It's literally, it says on belts. Can I shove it there? I can? I can shove it there, but it looks like ass. I was going to say we only need one on the other end because that will tell us how much we're delivering, which is the only important metric. On this end, we're going to want to shove more in anyways. I think I could probably move this one further over. And it would tell us. So let's just do the science on it, right? Like, let's do it. Let's put one on here and see what happens. Bye, Archaic Duck. Thanks for being here. Let's go ahead and put one here. Oh, man. It's really satisfying looking, which I know that's the name of the fucking game, but, like, it's calibrating. It's going to do that for a minute, it said. We're going to see this number basically be 380, and then we're going to see it... Wait, you can configure it? And then we're going to see it drop the minute that the thing gets here. Which is going to be really interesting. I would only argue that we should put one of these on output to make sure that it hits 780. And then on this end, we should still have 2 belts. Or 2 lifts, sorry. Because it's not going to... What a cool feature. Holy shit. And this is so much easier than circuits in Factorio. Oh my god. What a great update. That's amazing. First off, is there a chance it will be anything less than 780? It should not be because the entire way down is Mark V. It is merging 2 belts that are greater than 390. So it should 100% just be 780. It will eventually stop when Plastic One gets here. That I am very confident about. Where is Plastic One? It's all the way over there. Okay, so in the meantime, we should focus on how we want to do this. Which is, we should probably bring 2 of these up. Split one into these 2. Split one into those 2. So. Hi, Cal. How's it going? Elevator's going great, I would say. I'm having a lot of fun with the elevator right now. Yeah. Sorry, the elevator. The factory's going great. Factory's going really great. I read Cal's message and then said elevator instead of factory. I wonder why they have this docking system that interrupts belt input. That's really kind of annoying because it means that no train can, like, you have to overstock train stations, freight platforms, in order to guarantee output at full capacity. It's really interesting. Tama. Uh-oh. Couple Tamas. Plastic train's down there. It's going to show up here. This 780 just should drop. You could just use drones, but that ignores the problem and just solves it in an entirely different way with different resource priorities, with different systems. Plastic's on the way. Tama just joining the fun. Snuffles? Cal, can I ask you a question about your username? What is a revelator? Okay, train is here. Is it someone who revels? There it is. There it is. I was going to say, it has to drop. It has to drop. I was like, unless this thing is fucking lying to me. Hot take. While it's doing that, this should still be able to intake plastic. Someone who revels? That's a great name. I'm sorry I mispronounced it. It's going to go back up, but we're going to average like 770 a minute, which is not 780 a minute. You know? We're going to have however many seconds of nothing that was, and it's going to go back up. I mean, it might not even get to 770. It might be more like 700, but... I wonder if this just... Did it say that it counts the last... It says it displays the average throughput per minute. I think it probably displays the last 60 seconds. So this will go back up, and eventually it will hit it will say 780 because this will be out of the range. I wish I could configure it to track to track all time, or to track like last 30 minutes. Yeah, it's gonna say 780 here in a second. Yep. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, we're going to completely break it by doing something else. Which means we may as well probably build more fucking plastic, but here we go. Okay. Interesting. We learned something today, that's for sure. Oh, no, that's not straight. So here's my proposed solution. 2 belts. This itself will basically deliver the same number we were delivering earlier. Pretty much the same. These will get overstocked, but one of the freight trains will be empty. On the other end, it can just unload in that same fashion. There's a little bit of tank storage, of container storage rather than belt storage, which should mean that we can average it out to 780 overall, even if one thing gets overwhelmed. But the real solution here is just to bring another fucking belt. So, here goes nothing. Like John the Revelatory from the Bible. It was a high school nickname because John the Revelator was the name of a song I accompanied for the chamber choir. What instrument did you play? Oh, baby. We're learning today. Piano. That makes sense for accompanying. Do you still play piano? All right, we're going to drag this shit very similar to the same way over there. And I guess what we'll do is for now, I think what we will do is we will just not combine the two belts. It will mean that we get a different... We won't have the... We'll get less into coupons, and we won't have the same answer in terms of... We won't know how much we're getting, but it will be over 780. So instead of combining here, we will go here. Right? Is that the correct solution? Both of them still feed into these. So if this one ever overloads because the train... Okay, I think this works. So this is a less perfect solution, but it is a solution, whereas the old thing was not. So 2 belts of probably... $400 a minute, give or take. Eventually, the train station on the output side, the train station, plastic in, aka at the base, assuming I have to check its unloading rules. I probably have to change the unloading the same way that I changed the loading. Will eventually turn into... It will eventually be backed up, and it will eventually produce 1 full line of plastic. Jesus Christ. Okay. Get me the fuck out of here. Get me back to the base. Oh, I've been trying to learn a blueprints arrangement on piano recently. Is it the ballroom? Because I think the ballroom music is the best. It's so beautiful. Or is it something I don't know about? It is the ballroom? Oh my god. I think that music is amazing. I think that deserves a marsh. I feel pretty good about what we're doing right now. We're going to solve this. It took 2 streams, but we're going to solve it. And it took some front seating. But the good news is when we get back, I think we'll actually be able to convert all belts to Mach 6, which is hilarious because that would have also solved this problem. But it would only have solved it temporarily because I'm going to have to change the entire belt to Mach 6. Mark 6. Because I'll want the entire bus. Because I'll want the entire bus on Mark 6 instead. And then we would still have the same problem where I can't deliver a full Mark 6 belt. Okay, so let's ignore the... let's build our own train to go back because I don't want to wait. Perfect. All right, gamers, what do you guys want to talk about? We got probably about a half hour left to stream. We've covered free will and determinism. Most punchable faces in Hollywood. We've covered hate sex, piano arrangements. You might solve one thing, but there's always more things you need to solve. Ain't that the fucking truth, Jordan? Ain't that the truth? Wait, I missed a free will discussion? Oh boy, Cal, you missed like a 2-hour free will discussion. Parent sex, stinky feet. I feel like we really didn't do stinky feet justice. We can still talk about that. I will say, quick parenting story. Brought my kid home from daycare the other day, and brought Elle home from daycare the other day, and I think it was maybe the first day in her life that she had spent like an entire day in a pair of socks and shoes. Hi, Luke. And if y'all were mad about me saying Megan has stinky feet earlier, just wait. My child also has stinky feet. I was changing her diaper and getting her ready for like the evening, putting into PJs and all that jazz. And popped the shoe off, popped the sock off. Made a very big reaction upon smelling her stinky feet. Because one, I was freaking surprised. I was not expecting the you know, you don't really think of a baby as having stinky feet, I guess. But they can. They sure can. On the other hand, it has turned into something very funny, which is that now we have like a game we play where she tries to shove, like during diaper changes, she tries to shove her feet directly into my face, and we go, ew, stinky. It's really funny. She loves it. She's a big fan. It's funny that a runner is talking about others having stinky feet. I'll be honest with you. I don't think runners and stinky feet is as bad as a lot of other sports. And here, let me tell you why. Runners have to change your shoes more often than other sports because the shoes break down really badly. One of the things with running is that you have to change your shoes pretty often because of the breakdown of the rubber. So I know, you know, baseball kids, sometimes they're wearing their shoes 2 seasons in a row. Bouldering, rock climbing, that shit is, you wear those shoes until they're falling apart. I'm not saying my feet don't stink, because they obviously do, especially after like a long day on like an ultra marathon, like a long day in the mountains. Not only do they stink, they're covered in dirt, they're nasty. But okay, we got to change our what we need to do is watch the unloading system and see if it takes a break. Can I chuck stuff in these? I can. Okay, excellent news. Here's what we need to do. We need to run a test right here. We need to fill one of these absolutely to the brim. This one right here. And we need to double check that it will unload during the docking process. Because if it will, then we're guaranteed. If it won't, then we have a problem. We need to change our unloading system. Ryan, wait until she starts school. You pick her up after, and she decides to take her shoes and socks off in the car. It's brutal. Oh, no. That sounds like a personal experience issue. Can we get an update on what Elle is saying these days? A ton of animal noises. She's doing a lot of... What else is she doing? A lot of mamas and dadas still. Nothing particularly new. I told you guys she says, instead of quack, quack, she says quack, quack. She says meow. I think I told you guys this. She goes meow for meow. Just meow. Not really saying... I don't know if she's saying anything else new. I will say, one of the huge developments in the last, like, week, like, this is brand spanking new, is... I know Tony reads this book to his daughter. Elle sat through all of Little Blue Truck. It's like a slightly longer book than she's been reading for a long time. Twice in the last week. Before that, 0 times in the last year. We're kind of getting to the point where she's sitting through some longer books. I think because she can actually piece together, like there's more interesting stuff on the page that she can piece together. Like she understands that, you know, oh, that's a flower in the background of this photo. She likes flowers. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and chuck that in. This thing right here should not pause. Where's plastic one? Where is it? I just saw it. Where is it? Right there, right there, right there. Should not pause. If it pauses, I'm going to be pissed. Because I'm going to have to redesign my whole train station. You fucker! It's pausing. No! Okay, I have to redesign my whole train station. Actually, I don't think it'll be that bad. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Do we just go like... this? That should still unload at a greater rate than 780. Probably. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Can she say creative writing yet? No, but I did teach her to say master's degree. No, I'm just kidding. I read that to Elle all the time when she was younger. Little Blue Truck. I think, yeah, I think it's... I guess it's more popular than I thought. At first, I was not a huge fan of the book. I'll be honest with you. The minute she learned her animals, she's a much bigger fan of Little Blue Truck than she was before. Oh, I did just break this, though, didn't I? Shit. Okay, so... I broke this. I need to fix it by doing this. I think I need to fix it by doing that. So this thing right here should get more than 780 per minute, allowing this thing to chuck out 780 per minute. As long as we don't have supply issues, which we very well fucking may. I am going to put my foot on the scale a little bit here and redistribute the plastic personally to see if we can make sure this problem is solved. Can I recommend a book, or is that against any rules? No, go for it. A book for me or a book for my kid? My kid is 14 months old. If you've got any books for 14 months old, or either way, you can recommend either book. We actually have a book club going on right now, and we just officially picked the book, probably. Carly and I probably need to talk about that after stream at some point. Is it time to start L on some epic adventure? Sorry, some epic fantasy now? Ryan, I have a book rack. Hit me with it. This thing should be 780. Like, we're stockpiling. Stockpiling. We may see these run out at some point, but we should be able to cover the difference with what is in there, hopefully. What is stockpiled in this container. I'm so sorry, Tony. I did think to myself this morning, I have got to get to the post office on Saturday morning. It's called It'll Bear. It'll Bear. Aw, I like the subtitle. Fostering curiosity, courage, and compassion in children everywhere. You know what I like most about the subtitle? They used an Oxford comma. Hell yeah. Thanks for the recommendation. No, that was perfect, Tony. That was perfect. Okay, where is the plastic one train? It's probably still over there. But it is headed this way, so I think we might make it. Oh, yeah, I think we're going to make it. Hell yeah. So we can officially... So 2 of these are drained. This one still has some. But we are officially... Okay. That has just helped a bunch with our computers. I need to go check our circuit boards. But I want to sit through one whole thing here to make sure we got it. How's the factory? It's good. It's good. Going pretty well. Shout out to the Oxford comma. The OG. Yeah, it's been good. I don't think we're going to stream the Satisfactory at all next week because we're going to do Pokemon Week next week instead. But I think we're leaving this in a decent place. I'll probably do some off-camera work to clean stuff up. I don't know. Maybe I'll build a fucking elevator. Seems pretty cool. I've kind of lost love for my... Hell yeah, dude. We did it. That's 1,200. That's a lot more. This is one of the potential issues, is that one of these things gets very full, and then that actually reduces input or output. But I think this should be okay. Eventually, it should get too full because we should back up. What was I saying? Pokemon Week. Yeah. We're gonna continue the Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke next week, and we're gonna do it with like increased hype, increased consequences, hopefully increased fun. Oh, that's awesome, Thunder Girl. That's amazing. Okay, we solved it. Hell yeah. Let's go grab our items and see if we can unlock Mark 6 belts and see how fucking expensive they're going to be. So we need to go down to floor like 7. I'm extremely excited for that. Great. How's your day been, Jeff? How's your day been? Is anybody in here currently already a Pokemon on our Platinum playthrough? I don't really remember. I know we have Carly. I need to look back at the Pokemon we have, though. Llamas is a Pokemon. I remember Lady Rivers was Geodude. Jason was Starly or Staraptor, I think. What am I again? Some kind of turtle? Some kind of turtle? Turtwig? Yeah, we're not going to be able to grab it all because shit's a mess. Get some shit out of my inventory. Unimportant. There's a million things I haven't done. Just you wait. Just you wait. Just get this unimportant stuff out of my inventory. Cleaning up inventory. Got it. Let's go. Wild random Hamilton reference. Listen, I know referencing Hamilton right now is crazy, but I have 2 reasons why in the year of our Lord 2025, Hamilton is at the top of my brain. Reason number 1, it is coming back on a TikTok trend right now. Like deadbeat dad Hamilton is a trend right now on TikTok. Has anybody seen it other than just me? It is very funny. The big 2025. That's what I should have said. Second off, as mentioned in prior conversations, I'm watching Campaign 1 of Critical Role right after Hamilton comes out. Literally all of the cast members are like, so. They're just referencing Hamilton constantly. It's 9 years ago again. I'm hearing all of the Critical Role cast members 10 times during a session being like, so. They were super into Hamilton. Travis is wearing a Burr Shot First t-shirt. Absolutely. So for some reason in my brain specifically, Hamilton is... Oh, I should have broke this down. I should basically put us there. I still don't have TikTok. You're probably better off for it. I don't know, though. I think I'd be better off if I had to delete one. I feel like if I deleted my Instagram... Okay, rank the major social media sites in order of which one you should delete first. I'll go first. Twitter. I have basically stopped using my Twitter. It's not on my phone. And that has 100% made my life better. I don't say that to brag. I say that to encourage you. If you're on
After close scrutiny,
the fence,
two problems were identified in Mark
delete that
5
shit.
conveyor belts. The first was the belt part, so force fields have been implemented in the Mark 6 instead to maximize transfer speeds. The second problem is inefficient pioneers, but sadly no remedy is available for this severe impediment. Yet.
Whoa, what the fuck? These are made of time crystals and something. I didn't even look. What the hell? Oh my god, it's so sexy. Oh my, it's a treadmill. I can't run. I can't even run faster than it. Facebook would be my next pick. All of them. If I could delete Instagram but remain aware of what's going on with all my distant friends, I would. Absolutely. That's kind of my thing. I've basically been off Facebook for like 3 or 4 years. Been off Twitter for like 4 or 5 months, probably. Both 100% improvements in my life. 100%. That's going to be so expensive to make. It's Trigon and time crystals. But we can do it. It was aluminum before, so we're going to have so much aluminum now. Holy shit. That also allowed us to... That also unlocked for us something else. FICSonium. And FICSonium... Is this a power rod built of... It makes waste, dark matter residue. But it makes a 150,000 megajoule fuel rod, which is the exact same... Nope, it's a 1/10 of what a plutonium fuel rod is. I understand. It's twice what a uranium fuel rod is. That said, it might be... I don't know what this takes to make. FICSonium. Dang it, I was going to say it might be easier to make than uranium fuel rods overall, but singularity cells, I don't even know how to make that yet. This other thing here. They're used to power portals. Maybe what I'll do when I'm done with this game is not restart the game from scratch and redo everything the way I want to do it. Maybe I'll restart the game. Maybe I'll just tear everything down as is that I have built and restart my factory. I feel like that could be just as useful. My only others are Discord, YouTube, and Twitch, and those aren't going anywhere. Yeah, I feel like those ones are fun. Not just because I'm on them. It's getting hard for me to scroll through Instagram and Facebook. These days, I'm very tempted to delete because I just don't know what's real anymore. I miss the internet from 15 years ago. Oh my God, Carly, that reminds me. Have you guys, are people familiar with, Okay, I was at this bachelor party last weekend, and we were talking about a website from 2011 that just basically shuffled. Have we talked about this on stream? That shuffled you through. I don't remember what it was called. It shuffled you through websites on the internet. Like you hit a button, and it would bring up an interesting web stumble upon. Thank you. I miss the hot take. Stumble upon was the greatest era of the internet. There is a website. You hit stumble or whatever it says. It takes you to some random cool thing someplace on the internet. Amazing. It was honestly like pretty, like we definitely like skipped stuff, but like it was pretty effective. It was pretty fun. Okay, let's go check on circuit boards, computers, etc. The things that are just in time for stream to end. Let's go see how ineffectively things are running. Great, no circuit boards. Love that. Love it, love it, love it. That was such a cool website. It was a very cool website. Very cool website. Yeah, things have. It does feel, and I know that it isn't necessarily this way, but it does feel as like things have broken in a sad way, and we'll never return to that. I do think we'll never return to it, but I don't think things are broken in an unfixable way. It's just that you're lacking copper, so we are not running 3 out of our 7 here because of lack of copper. You have plenty. That's good. So we get 100% just use a new copper line chucked in right here. Something current events, yeah. That was a cool website. That was a very cool website. Okay. Where are we at? I was going to build biochemical sculptors yesterday, but I couldn't because blenders require computers. Is that what it was? Yeah. And there are no computers in storage because we don't produce them fast enough. And we don't produce circuit boards fast enough to help our computers because we don't have enough copper. So, piss, bing, bong, horse, by the way. We have a possible spoiler check question for you before you dive off. Hit me with it. My body tells me no. That copper. That's iron. That's copper. We're going to need more copper here before too long. Normal. We could just do a belt of copper ore into this. Piss, bing, bong, horse. Words to live by. Oh, I changed it over to this one. Let's just do a little... Let's just throw down a smelter array to see what happens. Smelter array like this. If we were to make this copper, we would need how much? We should also probably throw this down and make it Mark 6 now, because that's kind of what we're going to have to do. I kind of want to make a live, laugh, love style cross stitch of piss, bing, bong, and horse. Oh my god, that's a genius idea. For getting nostalgic, it's a long shot, but would love a blind playthrough of the logical journey of the Zoom beanies. What is that? The logical journey of the Zoom beanies. Piss, bing, bong, and horse. That was just people wrote that on. I asked people what we should put on our sign, and they said those. I'm pretty sure that's it. Oh my god, these belts are the coolest thing in the game. Can we agree on that? Oh my god. Oh, they're so satisfying to look at. I didn't know what I was missing. The large lad is the coolest thing in the game. You're right. Sorry. The large lad. Okay, we're going to change our blueprints. Blueprints? Hard to top the space elevator? That's a good point, actually. Space elevator is pretty dope. Also, this, like, the particle accelerator is pretty cool. That thing right there is pretty dope. Even the nuclear stuff. But, I mean, this is just, like, we're in Blade Runner now. Like, this is amazing. We have Jedi things. I thought that was power for a second, and I nearly shit myself. Okay, override that blueprint. Then clear blueprint designer. Then load blueprint smelter array. Then Shammy, did you say you had a question for me before I hop off? We also never made this smelter array connectable. I'm seeing a picture for me posted in spoiler channel. Oops. Oh, was that not supposed to be there? I don't think that was supposed to be there. Burrito Sound has a question. Oh, sorry. You mentioned building an elevator off stream. We asked that you do it on stream or record it off stream. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. I probably would not do it off stream, honestly. That's a great thought. I have the same instinct you have when I think about it for more than a second, which is obviously new content on stream. Yeah, great idea. Good reminder. Thank you. Okay, we're redoing all of this. Dude, we can now write poop in the sky. I mean, write it on the ground. We can now write it in, like, glowing letters. Like neon. Invalid conveyor belt shape? What are you fucking talking about? That's kind of amazing. What do you mean invalid conveyor belt shape? What do you mean? You let me build it there. Ah, fuck you. Sorry, I'm very focused right now. We have a giant glowing H somewhere. Yeah, I got you. Actually, one second. Carly, just for you. I don't think I can actually delete these. I think it would actually cause a problem. You know what? Fuck it. We can do it. Carly, just for you. This is 100% going to take way too much time. And I need to get off like 3 minutes ago, but oh well. Uh-oh, why did you rotate? Why did you rotate? Don't rotate on me. Don't do this to me. It's blindingly bright. The green should probably be purple, right? The red should probably be purple. It could also just be black. That's actually maybe cooler. I wonder if these take electricity. Can you imagine? Huge. Now these I really wish that I could drag. Zoop me. Well, shit, I guess I'm just gonna have to... Now I'm just gonna have to take too much time to do this. Guess I'm just gonna have to be late. Okay, we'll come back to it another time. I can't do it. I can't do it. All right. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I appreciate you all. See you tomorrow for community game night. Why were you late? I couldn't zoop my sign. Sorry. It'll be an H eventually. For now, it's an I.